Ladies, it's been a minute since I recorded a blog about relationships and shit like that. But I want to be serious right now, and I want to talk about what you need to do to keep a man and what you need to do to not run that man away once you got him. First of all, when you meet a guy, stop telling that nigga all your problems and shit you have with your ex-boyfriend. We don't really give a fuck. Like, as far as I'm concerned, your life began when you met me. We don't want to hear about what Tom, Dick, and Harry did to you and why you are the way you are. Like, stop doing that shit. Real talk, you gotta delete your Facebook. If you got a Facebook and the guy that you're trying to get with has a Facebook, don't be friends with the person. Like, don't even let the motherfucker know you got a Facebook. Because you're probably gonna put shit on your Facebook statuses that's not gonna be appealing to the guy you're trying to get. Or you might have ex-boyfriends or dudes that want to get at you. And we don't really want to see that shit because we're going to start thinking a way about you. So if you have a Facebook, it's best that you and the guy that you're trying to be with don't know about each other. And definitely don't add the motherfuckers as a friend. And while we on the subject of Facebook, like, don't even be taking pictures in the bathroom, half naked, sitting on your sink and shit with your boy shorts and your booty hanging out. Like, that's not a good look. You ain't gonna get a man doing shit like that. Like, we like women that show their ass. We love that shit. In the strip club. But not on Facebook. Not for the potential woman that we may want a wife. Ladies, once you get that man, you gotta know how to cook. Like, I don't give a fuck if your mom's never taught you. You need to go take a culinary art class or something like that. Because men like to eat. And you need to know what the fuck you're doing around that kitchen. Like, and learn how to cook some good shit. Like, don't just be cooking some old hood rat shit, some beef stroganoff and white potatoes and cornbread. Like, if you got a man and you trying to entertain your company, cook something good like some fettuccine alfredo, a little chicken Caesar salad, something that's elegant and exudes your sexiness, like you're trying to get this man. And then you wonder why you get played. Stop giving up the ass so fast. Like, remember what Pac say, I don't want it if it's that easy. Like, stop giving it up so fast, and then when a dude don't call you back, you seem so fucking shocked. You want to call your girlfriends like, oh my God, I can't believe Jerry didn't call me back. No, fuck that. You know why he didn't call you back. He didn't call you back because he already got what you should have been saving and preserving for the motherfucker. Like, you should have made him earn it. You should have made him work for that shit. But nah, you want to give it up all fast. Fuck that. And if you happen to get a man and y'all got a relationship started, you gotta realize that that's your man. He's not your dad. He's not your girlfriend. He's your man. We don't want to hear about all your problems. You gotta understand that sometimes we don't want to talk. We don't want to cuddle. We just kind of want to be men, grunt, watch TV, scratch our balls, and chill. We don't want to have those long conversations. And you gotta also understand that everything is not a battle. You don't want to battle with your man. You know, sometimes let the motherfucker be wrong. We wrong 75% of the time. Maybe 80 if you're talking about me. But let me be wrong. Let me have that shit because that's something I own. Stop telling your girlfriends about your relationship. Like, if you're in a relationship and y'all happy, you don't want to tell your girlfriends everything that y'all going through. You damn for sure don't want to tell that man's mom or some family members. Then you can't go to family reunions and shit. And everybody hating you when you come around. The little kids don't like you. They like, ugh, yo, you fucking over my daddy. Fuck you, bitch, get out my life, we hate you. You don't want to do that. You want to keep your relationship problems to a minimum, and you want to keep it inside the house. You don't want to let that shit leak out into the streets. You gotta know it's another bitch out here willing to take your place. If you having sex with them, or when you're having sex with them, you gotta do everything, and I mean everything this man desires. You gotta be that nasty prostitute. You gotta be the biggest hoe on the street for your man. Don't do that shit for everybody else, but for your man, you gotta do that because there's always some rookie willing to take your spot and willing to show your man something that you ain't tried yet. So step your sex game up. Be a breath of fresh air for that guy. Like, have fun with him. Don't take the relationship so serious. When you got a man, be happy you got a man. It ain't like we come a dime a dozen like women do. So when you got a man, be happy. Like, embrace him. Like, oh my God, I am so fucking happy to be with you. Like, say that shit. But don't be clingy. We hate clingy chicks. Like, if you're too clingy, we just gonna rebel against that shit. We don't want a clingy broad. We just want somebody to show affection and be attentive when we want them to be attentive. And be a class act. And what I mean by being a class act is, don't overdo shit. Like, when you're out with your girlfriends or something, remember, you got a man at home, so you want to represent your man. You don't want to be busting it wide open on the floor, getting pissy drunk, starting fights with other chicks, and you down for show. Don't want to be that bitch that takes her shoes off in the club and walks around on the dirty ass carpet with cigarette butts and liquor stains with her motherfucking shoes off, because you got to bring them feet home to your man. So you don't want to do that shit at all, alright? Be independent. And I don't mean independent to the point where you got that mentality that I don't need a man mentality. Nah, just be independent. Like, have your own shit. You know what I mean? Like, have your own friends, your own life outside of your relationship, so you can do things. And then when you get back to your man, you can share those things with your man, and y'all can discuss it and have a good conversation about it. Like, be independent. Have your own shit. I used to date a bitch, and she was fine as hell. She ain't had no car. She stayed at home with her parents. But she was in school. Yeah, but that shit ain't work out though. Like, she stayed too far, gas prices too high and shit. So pretty much to wrap this up, if you listen to what I said and take heed to it, take it into consideration, you don't have to think like a man. You should just be thinking for your fucking self. Real talk.